Have you ever looked someone in the eyes and wondered what are they really thinking? We live in a world where almost everyone wears a mask. On social media, it's the perfect smile. At work, it's the confident posture. But behind that mask, there might be anxiety, ambition, or even hidden pain. And here's the secret: unveiling the truth doesn't take magic. It doesn't take manipulation. Just 5 simple questions, and you can cut through the surface, reaching into the deepest part of a person's soul. This isn't about tricks, this is about connection. Socrates once said, "To know yourself is the beginning of wisdom." But the Stoics add another layer: understanding others is just as essential, because only then can we truly live in harmony with the world around us. So, stay with me. My name is Jason, and in this journey, you will not only see others more clearly, you might discover parts of yourself you've been avoiding. And if wisdom, clarity, and Stoic strength speak to you, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next step on this path. Question 1. What's been the highlight of your week? At first, it sounds like small talk, something polite to break the ice. But hidden inside this simple question is a mirror that reflects what someone truly values. A business executive might smile and say, "Closing $1 million deal." A mother might light up and whisper, "Hearing my child's laughter at the dinner table." A student might reply, "Discovering a book that completely changed how I see life." Each answer points to something deeper. It shows us whether a person treasures achievement, family, wisdom, or the simple joy of living. Think about it: when people share their highlight, they are revealing more than an event. They are revealing what makes their heart come alive. And in that moment you see beyond their mask. I'm reminded of Warren Buffett. The world knows him for billions of dollars and legendary deals. Yet when asked about his highlight, he once shared something surprising. Not a business triumph, but breakfast with his wife. That answer revealed what he valued most: simplicity, intimacy, and the kind of joy that money can never buy. This is the power of the first question. It isn't invasive, it isn't heavy, yet it opens a window straight into a person's inner world. You'll notice their tone change, their eyes brighten, their posture shifts. The energy in their voice rises when they speak of what truly matters. And here's the beauty: this question works anywhere. In a job interview, it shows you what drives a candidate. On a first date, it reveals what brings them joy. Even in casual conversation, it transforms small talk into real talk. But there's another side. What happens if someone cannot answer? If they sit in silence, searching, and finally say, "Nothing comes to mind." That moment is powerful, because sometimes the absence of a highlight tells you more than the highlight itself. It might mean they are overwhelmed by stress. It might mean they rarely pause to notice the good. Or perhaps it reveals an emptiness inside that no mask can hide. And that can change the way you see them forever. Question 2. What's something you used to believe that you don't believe anymore? This question doesn't just open a conversation, it opens a doorway into growth. It tells you how someone has changed, how they've wrestled with life, and whether they've had the humility to evolve. Most people cling tightly to their old beliefs. Admitting you were wrong feels like admitting weakness. But the truth is, the ability to let go of a belief that no longer serves you is a sign of strength. It is the mark of someone who refuses to remain the same, someone who grows instead of calcifies. I once met a corporate leader. On paper, he was flawless: sharp suit, impressive resume, perfect answers to every standard interview question. But when I asked him this, he paused. He leaned back, took a deep breath, and said, "I used to believe working longer hours made me more productive. Staying at the office until midnight felt like a badge of honor. But now I know true productivity comes from focus, not exhaustion." That answer told me everything I needed to know. It revealed humility. It showed he had watched, learned, and corrected his course. And in that moment I saw not just an executive, but a leader capable of real wisdom. Think about your own life. Maybe you once believed that asking for help was weakness until you discovered it takes courage to admit you can't do everything alone. Maybe you believed money would solve everything until you realized freedom and peace come from self-discipline, not just wealth. The Stoics remind us every ending is the beginning of something else. To let go of a belief is to bury an old self, and to be reborn into a stronger one. But here's the cliffhanger. What if someone says, "Nothing. I can't think of anything. I stopped believing." That silence is revealing. It may mean they've never reflected deeply. Or worse, it may show they are too proud to admit mistakes. And pride is the enemy of wisdom. So the next time you ask this question, listen closely. Not just to the words, but to the courage or the fear behind them. Because how a person lets go of old beliefs tells you who they are becoming. Question 3. If you could change one thing about the way people treat each other, what would it be? This question looks harmless, almost hypothetical, but in truth it cuts deeper than any resume, deeper than any title. Because when someone answers, they reveal not just an opinion, they reveal their wounds, their values, their blueprint for human connection. I once asked a potential business partner this exact question. He didn't hesitate. He said, "I wish people would stop making promises they don't intend to keep." His eyes hardened as he spoke. And in that moment I knew reliability was not just a preference for him, it was sacred. He had likely been hurt before, and he wasn't about to build his life around someone who treated commitment lightly. Every answer has a hidden story. When someone says, "I wish people were kinder," they may have been scarred by cruelty. When they say, "I wish people were more honest," they've probably felt the sting of betrayal. And when they say, "I wish people listened to understand, not just to reply," you can almost hear the loneliness of being unheard echoing in their past. Oprah Winfrey once confessed that what she desired most wasn't money, wasn't fame, it was respect. That longing came from years of growing up without it. Her answer is a reminder. What people crave from others is often what they were once denied. The Stoics taught that to know others, you must look beyond their words to the values hiding underneath. Epictetus said, "First, know who you are, then adorn yourself accordingly." And when you ask this question, you get a glimpse of who someone really is, through the way they believe humanity should behave. But here's the cliffhanger. Pay close attention, not just to what they want more of, but also to what they want less of. Do they desire compassion or control? Do they long for patience or permission? Because sometimes a noble answer reveals deep empathy, but other times it can expose bitterness or resentment that still shapes their world. This single question, disguised as small talk, is actually a scalpel. It slices through defenses, through social masks, and uncovers the raw architecture of a person's soul. Question 4. What's a decision you made that even surprised yourself? This question goes straight to the heart of courage. It reveals the moments when someone stepped outside the box they had built for themselves, when they defied their own patterns and proved they were more than their habits. I remember asking this in a team setting. Everyone gave safe, predictable answers until one quiet woman spoke. She said, "I quit my corporate job to start a food truck." The room fell silent. She had never cooked professionally. She wasn't the type anyone expected to take risks. But something inside her craved creation. That one decision shocked not only her colleagues, it shocked her entire self-concept. This is the gift of the fourth question. It shows you how far a person is willing to stretch when life whispers, more is possible. Some discover courage they didn't know they had. Others reveal that when pushed, they crumble, retreating into the safety of routine. Think of Elon Musk. For years he was known as the PayPal guy. Then he shocked the world and himself by pouring everything into Tesla and SpaceX. Most thought he was insane, but that single leap against logic, against fear, redefined not only his life, but the future of entire industries. The Stoics remind us, adapt yourself to the life you've been given, and love those with whom you share it. But adaptation is not passive. Sometimes it requires decisions that unsettle even our own identity, and yet those are the very choices that propel us into growth. Now listen closely when someone answers. Do they speak with pride, with regret, or with curiosity? Pride often reveals resilience. Regret can expose unhealed fear. Curiosity shows a mindset that is still learning, still stretching. And here's the cliffhanger. What if someone says, "I've never really surprised myself"? At first, it may sound like stability, but often it signals stagnation. A life lived on repeat. No risks, no breakthroughs, and a person who has never surprised themselves will rarely surprise the world. So ask this question and watch, because the way someone talks about their own unexpected decision may tell you whether they're built for change or bound by fear. Question 5. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? This isn't just a question, it's an X-ray of the soul. It strips away fear, excuses, and social expectations, and reveals what a person truly longs for when failure is no longer on the table. I once asked a friend who seemed trapped in her career. She complained for months about her job, but never spoke of what she truly wanted. When I asked her this, her entire face changed. She leaned forward and said, "I'd open a counseling practice for teenagers, a space where they can talk about depression, family struggles, identity without judgment." Her voice carried an energy I had never heard before. That moment revealed her calling, hidden under years of fear and practicality. This is the beauty of the 5th question. A CEO might answer, "Build an empire that changes an industry." An artist might whisper, "Write the novel that's been haunting me." A parent might say, "Spend every day watching my children grow." The answer always unveils the 10 heartbeat of their existence. Jeff Bezos once used a similar lens. He asked himself, "At 80 years old, what will I regret?" The answer was clear: he would regret not trying. That reflection led him to leave a safe Wall Street career and start Amazon, not because he knew he would succeed, but because he refused to live with the regret of never attempting. The Stoics remind us it is not the man who has too little who is poor, but the one who craves more and more. This question helps separate shallow cravings from deep desires. It uncovers whether someone's dream is about status or about meaning. And here's the part that matters. Watch how fast they answer. A quick, glowing response means their dream has always been close to the surface. Hesitation may mean they've been disconnected from their own soul for too long. But here's the cliffhanger. What if their dream and their actions don't align? What if someone says they want to heal others, yet they've taken no step toward it? That tension between words and life tells you everything. Because in the end, this final question doesn't just reveal what they want, it reveals who they could become if only they had the courage to act. Conclusion: the art of connection. These 5 questions were never about reading minds, they are about connecting souls. When you ask them with sincerity, people feel seen, and that is the rarest gift in a noisy world. The Stoics remind us virtue, honesty, and wisdom are the only true measures of a life well lived. So start today, ask, listen, observe. You'll be amazed to discover that behind every person lies an entire universe waiting to be known. If this journey speaks to you, tap like, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and in the comments, write just one word: connected, to commit to building deeper human bonds.